Hi, everybody. It's Anna. Time for a new tarot story this week. So, we start with a major arcana card, big life lesson, and it is Death Reversed. So, the lesson of the Death card is that we need to release systems of authority that don't match us so we can do something new. And actually, if you look at the card, you can see that's what's being depicted here. We have a skeleton knight on his horse. He's riding into town, and already there's a fella on the ground. And this fella's dressed in royal robes, and his crown's off his head. So it's like he's been dethroned. He's been knocked out of his position of authority because his time is over. The time of this authority is that this regime has ended. It's time for something else to begin. And in the background, you can see there's a sunrise. And that implies the new beginning. Once death occurs, this is true in the tarot and in life, death always makes room for a new life. So we get rid of the old guy and get ready for something new. So the old oppressor, the old authority is usually a system that we've been given from the world around us, system of rules or expectations or a moral code that we've been functioning inside of for a while, but now we're clear that it's not really supporting us. It's actually restricting us or bringing us to a place of judgment, or it's counterintuitive actually to what we're called to be. So this system wasn't built for us. This authority system is not built for us, and it's too small for us, or it's not resonant with what we are doing. So we realize it's time to get rid of that authority. That's no longer our authority because that system doesn't know how to do what we're doing. That's why it's not our authority. It doesn't know what we're doing. It doesn't know how to make possible what we're doing. So we have to get rid of that and replace it with a system that matches us. The reversal here suggests to me we might be getting stuck in the middle of that process because it's not enough to get rid of your old authority system. Then you have to become your own authority. And so that's actually a separate kind of energy. It's not always that difficult to get rid of things that oppress us, right? Like, because when you're being oppressed or you're feeling restricted, it is painful. And it's like you keep banging your head against something. It's easy to identify this as not helpful, right? And even if there's been in the past some sense of safety about that, now we're like, it's not worth it being safe anymore. It's driving me crazy. It's giving me a headache. I'm ready to get rid of that. So getting rid of an oppressor is not as challenging, I would say, as then deciding you are going to be your authority. That means it's up to you now to create the system by which you move forward in the world. And this is the primary challenge of most creative intuitives is you have to have faith in yourself. You have to have confidence in yourself. You have to know how to receive the messages of your own wisdom and to trust them in moving forward. If you stay in the reverse position, basically you get rid of an old authority, but you don't fill it with something new. Now you've created a void, and you're going to fill that void with something else, right? And it's going to be, if you're not willing to be your own authority, then you're going to take on another version of authority. Another king's going to move in here and set up another system of authority, which isn't going to work for you. Then you'll have to do the death again, right? So there comes a point, and many of us do this, we'll go through several different versions of authority, several different systems, several different ideas, and none of them end up working. None of them end up being big enough for what you need to do, which means eventually you have to get rid of them all, and you have to become your own authority. So I feel like the work this week in the tarot story is about surfacing your own authority. I think that's what the rest of the cards are about this week. So how do we not replace one tyrant with another tyrant? How do we become the authorities of our own life and move forward in confidence and clarity? Because I think that ultimately the only sustainable solution for creative intuitives is to become your own authority and to actually set aside the theory that you're going to find it outside yourself, because you're not. So that's our card for today. See you tomorrow for our next one. Bye.